The totally unscrupulous NADA legally blocked a consumer protection law, all in the effort to keep alive an estimated $40 to $50 billion price tag to consumers for unethical behavior by dealerships. Billions in dealer scams. Hey, car buyers, at a time when dealer behavior is at an all-time low, NADA is working hard to keep the dealership environment as unfair as it possibly can be for consumers. This is some serious damage to car buyers that you absolutely need to know about and why you should totally boycott the NADA and all of its resources. Welcome back to the Homework Guide channel, the home of a car buyer's best friend. Today we've got breaking news for you that ought to make your blood boil. Hi, I'm Kevin Hunter. I've dedicated the last 16 years of my life to providing free help to car buyers on this platform, and I've never seen a more worthless organization than the NADA. We are the longest running and most trusted show in the car buying advice lane on this platform because we don't engage in clickbait, we aren't trying to sell you cars at our own dealership, and we don't try to sell extended warranties and other dealer-related junk products. I've never seen anything this brazenly bad before. Everything we've ever done is designed to help consumers, including our hassle-free car buying service. Now more than ever, you should consider getting our help or at least a text consulting package with Liz if you don't want to hire our full car buying service. The National Automobile Dealers Association, NADA, the group that we have disparaged in the past, has a very clear mission to only represent car dealerships. They just successfully killed a long-awaited consumer protection law known as the CARS Rule that would have saved U.S. consumers $40 to $50 billion annually by cracking down on scam fees and misleading advertising. That's right, the FTC's CARS Rule we've talked so much about, which was designed to stop dishonest dealership tactics, has been struck down in court, all thanks to the NADA, their lobbyists, and their deep-pocketed dealer buddies. Yes, big corporate-style dealership owners helped to fund this. But here's the real question. Why would NADA fight so hard to keep deception, hidden fees, and shady sales practices alive? NADA is showing itself to be supporting and aligned with something that's somewhat akin to organized crime against consumers. Well, folks, today we're exposing what NADA doesn't want you to know and to show you how their number one mission is not to protect consumers, but it's nothing less than keeping their dealer members rolling in profits, all at your expense. So buckle up, friends, because this one's going to get spicy. The amazing Elizabeth joins me now. Liz, let's get right to it.
It's unbelievable, right? But NADA succeeded in blocking the FTC CARS Rule. What exactly happened and when did it happen? So let's start with what actually went down. The CARS Rule, in late 2023, the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, introduced the Combating Auto Retail Scams CARS Rule, which is actually just reinforcement for laws already on the books, but it was designed to add additional protection for car buyers from things like deceptive pricing tactics, like fake online prices that don't exist in reality, bogus junk fees, such as nitrogen tires, and forced add-ons you didn't ask for. Also bait and switch financing, where dealers lure you in with great rates, then switch it up in the paperwork, as well as high-pressure, misleading sale practices, especially around warranties and add-ons. So the NADA's response? The National Automobile Dealers Association, which represents over 16,000 car dealerships, went straight to the courts and sued the FTC, claiming the rule was too restrictive and would harm dealerships.
Bullshit.
Yeah, unfairly burdensome by adding too much paperwork for every car sale. They claimed it was rushed and didn't follow proper legal procedures, and not one time did they mention the benefit of the CARS Rule to consumers.
As if legal procedures are followed by dealers.
Yeah, exactly. So the outcome, in January 2025, the Fifth Circuit Court sided with NADA, throwing out the CARS Rule. Now dealerships are free to continue business as usual without added oversight, with all their deceptive tactics intact.
So what does this mean for you? It means junk fees aren't going anywhere. Dealers can continue bait and switching customers. Lying about pricing, that's still happening. Pressure tactics, you better believe it.
Yeah.
Every one of you will have to be more vigilant than ever to defend yourself against this stuff. You're going to need lots of help, lots of it. To help you defend yourself, we recently published a free car buyer's checklist. Go to thehomeworkguy.com, download it, print it off, and have it in your hand if you ever visit a dealership. Now more than ever, you're going to have to refuse to do business with a ruthless dealer refusing to remove their junk. If you're at a dealership when this stuff happens, you'll have to use the literal refusal by walking out, or if you're inquiring about vehicles by phone or email, like you should be, you'll have to ghost the bad dealer by stopping communication with them or using the virtual refusal by hanging up on them. What we need is an organized boycott by car buyers on all dealers that engage in this kind of stuff. Fighting this by refusing to give our business to bad dealer operators is how we defeat this stuff.
The big question here is, why would NADA fight so hard to keep dealerships corrupt? Well, here's where things get really interesting. Why would NADA, a supposedly reputable company, spend millions in legal fees just to stop a rule that protects consumers? Well, the answer is simple: billions of dollars. Based on available data, unethical car dealership practices cost U.S. consumers an estimated $40 to $50 billion with a B per year. So number one, car dealers and the NADA make a fortune off junk fees and hidden add-ons. Let's be clear. Dealerships and the NADA don't want transparency. They make huge profits by sneaking in fees, markups, and worthless add-ons.
According to industry data, the average new or used car buyer pays over $2,200 in unnecessary fees and add-ons. We think that number is actually low because our hassle-free car buying coaches are routinely seeing attempted fees and add-ons much closer to $3,000 per car.
Yep.
Dealer profit on financing has doubled over what it was just 10 years ago. Many dealers make more money from the back-end fees than from actually selling the car. Profits are up on everything, costing you big time. If you wonder why our advice has changed and evolved over the years, this is why. With the NADA's help, it's the wild, wild west out there at dealerships. If the CARS rule had passed, all of this shady revenue would have been at risk for dealers. Dealers would have been forced to be honest about pricing, forced to remove bogus fees, and forced to actually play fair. And that, folks, is something NADA just simply couldn't allow to happen.
Now, number two, NADA desperately wants to keep the government out of the car business because it's their financial playground. NADA despises government interference because the moment laws get involved, the dealership scam machine starts breaking down. Just look at what happened when states started passing right to repair laws. Suddenly, manufacturers and dealers had no choice but to be more transparent. If the FTC was allowed to regulate car dealerships more strictly, it could have led to even more consumer protections down the road, like limits on dealership markups, stricter rules on financing scams, and even laws to allow direct sales from automakers, which dealers and the NADA absolutely have contempt for. NADA doesn't just want to kill the rule, they want to send a message that dealers should remain unchecked and untouchable.
Number three, NADA is run by car dealership owners, not consumer advocates. A lot of people don't realize this, but NADA isn't just some neutral third party. The organization itself hides behind a cloak of disguise and consumer ignorance. It's an organization run by car dealers for car dealers, and they fight tooth and nail to keep car dealers' interests protected. Remember, NADA has a history of fighting against consumer rights. They've lobbied against banning predatory financing. They fought state laws that could stop price gouging. They've blocked efforts to improve dealer transparency. Every time the government tries to rein in corruption, NADA fights back in the courts because they know that without deception, their dealer members wouldn't be making nearly as much money as they are now.
So what can you do to fight back? Number one, demand an out-the-door price before you visit any dealership. See our video that discusses the only 2 reasons that you should ever visit a dealership and never violate this rule. Number two, call out dealers that play games. Leave negative reviews on their website and on Google. Warn others and report them to the state attorney general. Also, report them to us. We will help to out them. Number three, shop out of state or from dealers with more transparent pricing. Some rural dealerships don't play as many games as the big metro dealers do, for example. Number four, support laws that promote direct sales. The more competition, the less control dealerships have over the pricing.
All right, car buyers, NADA may have won this round, but that doesn't mean we have to roll over and accept their dirty tricks. The best way to fight back? Stay informed, stay sharp, and never let a dealership take you for a ride.
Have you been hit with junk fees or shady dealer tactics? Like our viewer Myra Jones, who recently had her $15,000 deposit go up in smoke. We talked about it in this show. Do not sign the big iPad scam. If anything like this happened to you, drop your story in the comment section below. Provide the dealership's name, provide the city and state, and let's get the word out there. Let's expose these scams and help each other out.
If you found this video helpful, smash that like button, subscribe, and share this with everyone you know. The more people know what's really going on, the harder it'll be for dealers to keep getting away with this garbage. Keep doing your homework and stay smart out there. If you didn't see our video discussing the big iPad scam, make sure you go back and see it. You absolutely don't want to miss it.
Finally, if you are in the market for any type of vehicle, new or used, and you'd like a shot at saving the hassle and some money with one of our car coaches, read up on our hassle-free car buying service from our website, thehomeworkguy.com. Right now, the main man of our broadcast, Mr. Kevin Hunter, takes time out of his day to talk directly to every interested fan from our show and asks a lot of questions to make sure you're a good fit for our service. If you're not a good fit, he'll give you the advice that you need on how to go about doing this on your own. And yes, the man we started with all of this, Stuart, one of our coaches, is still a big part of our team. We've simply added many new coaches since then. So if you want to have a direct conversation with Kevin about our car buying service, get connected with us today.
I look forward to taking your call. The honest truth about our car buying service is that it isn't for everybody, but the majority of people that I approve of on the phone will make it across the finish line as a very happy customer. I love that part. In every case, we saved everyone the hassle of negotiating with multiple dealers. We do it so you don't have to, and we save them money off the total cost of the vehicle. We do it all for you, and our return on investment is the best there is in the industry. In response, those who hired us have shown their gratitude with very generous tips to our coaches and are out there referring us to family and friends. To us, that's the very best kind of compliment we could ever hope for. If you found today's video helpful, remember to give us a great big thumbs up, share it with friends, and leave a comment below. And remember, friends, we talked about this recently in a show titled, There's Only 2 Reasons to Visit a Dealership. If you don't know what those 2 reasons are, go back and check it out now. Also, if you have any difficulty whatsoever navigating our website, but you'd like help from one of our car buying coaches when buying a car, either a new or used vehicle, EV or ICE vehicle, it doesn't matter to us. Feel free to text us at 701-441-3399. Liz will hook you up.
That's right. Remember, when you visit our website, thehomeworkguy.com, the car buyer's checklist is now there. But you should also head over and join us on Facebook too, because Kevin stops in there almost on a daily basis to interact with our viewers. The Homework Guy team is always here to represent you, the car buyer. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.
To all of you long-term subscribers out there, you guys rock. God bless you all. I'm Kevin Hunter, the Homework Guy, signing off on behalf of Alex Stevens, our auto expert, the amazing Elizabeth, our negotiation genius, and the entire hassle-free Homework Guy team. We'll see you on the next show right here on the Homework Guy Show. Stay tuned as we scroll through some of our hassle-free car buying reviews. Thank you for listening.